Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, round two, we are going to be, why do I keep putting it on the ground? We're gonna be going in with the Tati Beauty palette again. And today I'm going to, the cat is in the litter box and I don't know if you can hear it, but I feel like I should wait until she's done. There's also a helicopter going off overhead right now. All right, so today we're going back in, this is round two with the Tati Beauty palette. And I thought that I would use your suggestions because you left a bunch of comments on my last video, basically talking about like how you're supposed to use each shadow. So I thought we're creating this look together. Also, I know everybody wanted to see the cool tones. Fucking bomb, right? Like, look at that. Are you fucking kidding me? Love it. Love it so much. All right, guys, before we get into it, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that shit is listed down below if you want updates on new products coming out or something that I've talked about here that I say like I'll update you on later. I always put that on my Instagram stories, so go follow me over there if you are interested in that shit. All right, guys, so if you want to see how I created this look, keep watching. Almost just started recording without turning my mic on. Cool. Okay, so I already have the rest of my face on, clearly, or the majority of it. So I'm going to bake underneath my eyes. I only do this if I have a full face of makeup on. Usually when I do like a crazy smoky eye, I don't have any face makeup on. I do my eyes first. That's up to you. But that's what we'll be doing today. And I'm going to be baking and protecting the rest of my skin with the Elcie Cosmetics light medium translucent powder. I'm going to be using the Elcie Cosmetics Velvet Sponge, the top of it, to apply. So I'm just dipping it into the cap, picking up a product. I'm going to place a generous amount down. And I already set the rest of my face with powder, but I want to make sure I'm focusing this like in areas where I want to not only brighten, but, you know, catch any fallout. This is genuinely the only time that I bake. I'm going to bake my nose because why not? Okay, so I broke my mirror. I'm so sorry. It's not like so bad, but I've got a bunch of cracks in it. It was on the ground. I didn't see it. I stepped down and I cracked it. I'm so sorry. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so we are going to be messing around with the deep shades this time around. I actually don't know how I'm going to do this because I was thinking, wait, so I want to use this row right here because I loved these colors. I don't know if I'm gonna be dipping into the black really, but at least these ones, I just absolutely love them so much. I talked about them in the first video that I filmed. I know you guys wanted to see a tutorial. So we're gonna be messing with like, I probably am not going to be using the matte black, but the sequin, the metallic, and the glitter shade. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with my like crease because I guess I'll use Soothe. All right, so I already have my Anastasia Beverly Hills base primer, eye primer, whatever it's called, down. Got a little bit of creasing. It's pretty set though. I'm just gonna tap that out. And I'm going to be starting off using the MAC 217. It looks dirty, but I swear I wiped it off. So let's see. So I'm gonna start off with this matte shade, the Matte Soothe shade. This guy right here to build up my crease. So I'm gonna be looking down into my mirror. I'm basically just gonna use this as like my transition shade, just something to like blend into. So crazy how well these blend out. Like, she really did a really great job with that. Actually, I wanted to mention, just like while we're doing this, because I got a lot of people being like, on my last video, being like, Tati did write the note, and I'm sorry, I told you guys, I don't know shit about her, so like I obviously didn't see her video where she was writing the notes, but you guys told me about it, so thank you for sharing that. And you guys were like, she doesn't have a PR team, it's just her and her sister. So I just wanted to mention to you guys who don't really know how this works, no one contacted me. So she nor her sister reached out to me for my address. I was just sent the palette. So they would not have had my address unless they were working with another PR agency who already had my information from like another brand. Or another brand that they might represent. So they are obviously working with a PR team of some sort. So that was all I meant by that. I didn't mean that they like weren't doing things. So I'm just building this up in the crease, kind of like blending it out lightly, doing like a nice wash, and then building it up a bit right in the crease. You guys know how I do it, because I really want this look to be like very cool toned, but we don't really have like a decent shade for my transition that is a little bit more cool toned. So I actually think the warmth will be kind of nice. Yeah, I really just cannot help but wing the shit out of my eyeshadow. I totally forgot, I don't know how to do this, I forgot that there was a metallic shade and a sequin shade. I only was thinking about the sequin shade and the glitter shade. So now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do exactly with this look. So I'm gonna start by building up the sequin shade on the outer part of my lid. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go in first with the sequin shade in my crease using a smaller brush, and then I'm gonna slowly start building that up on the inner and outer corner. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm starting off with a brush to build it up, but you guys suggested, and you said that Tati said this in one of her videos, that it is best to apply it with your finger so that more of the sequin shows up. So I actually do kind of like that formula a little bit more now knowing that, because I feel like it's a little bit more versatile. You can use it as a matte and it blends really well, but if you do want the sequin to pop more, just like patting it on with your finger will do that. So I kind of like that idea. So I'm going to start off with this little brush. This is the Wayne Goss number 20 eye brush. Once again, looks dirty, but I'm gonna wipe it off. Sequin memory, tapping off my brush, and I'm just gonna start by like, I really need to look down for this, by just really like kind of tapping it in my crease. We're gonna go real smoky, real smoky. This is a really pretty color. I like it because it's not quite black. It's got like a black sort of base, but it's a little bit more of a gunmetal. So I'm just going around and defining my eye. Do you see the skipping that you can get if you don't keep your eyes completely flat? Always remember. You can also like pull up like that, but I hate doing that so much. I love this little brush. Now I'm going to angle my brush. Do a little blending around the edges. Might have to go back in with our first shade though. If you've seen my blending video, then you know what's up. I'm gonna go in with that first brush and tap into both the sequin and my transition shade. Just lightly blend around those edges. I'm holding the brush way back and then just like barely touching it. All right, here's the tough part. I really want to apply that sequin shade on the inner and outer corner with my finger to make the sequins pop more. I got these fucking claws, so I don't know how well I can do that, but I'm gonna try at least on the outer part. So I'm gonna pick it up with my finger, and this is what it looks like on my finger, just so you guys can see. So you definitely get way more of the sequin. Kind of blending in a little bit, but I want to leave the center open. Ooh, that's so pretty, look. Can you see? I actually really like that a lot. Ooh, okay, nice. So yes, definitely a bigger fan of that when I use it the way it's supposed to be used. So I'm gonna lightly pat that. I'm gonna try to do my inner part. Maybe I'll use my pinky. So I'm kind of like rolling and dragging. I'm gonna have to blend. So I'm like pulling my lid. I'm trying to play, yeah, there we go. So you can get like the payoff without getting it all over the place. I did get a little bit of fallout there. And I'm gonna go back in with that Wayne Goss brush and just blend in this area. Not really like blending it out, just kind of like dragging over that area. It's a very pretty color. I actually really love that sequin. But it's funny because the sequin, when you like press it down, you see more of it. It actually kind of warms up that color, which is nice. So it doesn't look too cool toned. This is actually like a beautiful shade for a smoky eye. I have a feeling this would be very flattering on a lot of skin. You have to be very careful when it comes to like very, very dark, smoky shades. That's so pretty though. I like it even more now. You can also, when you pick something up with your finger, if you feel like you took way too much and you might like get fallout, you can kind of like tap your finger off too, which is something that I do pretty often. I am getting a bit of fallout though, but I'm really loving that. You can really see how it like, the payoff changes when you apply it with your finger. I wonder how this would work if you used it with Fix Plus. I wonder if it would like mess up the matte shade at all. All right, now for the center of the lid, I'm going to grab the metallic shade, the metallic memory shade right here, and I'm just going to place that right in the center. I think I'm going to apply that with my finger too. That one is super pigmented as well. I don't know if you guys did see my last Tati Beauty palette video, but there was a little bit of inconsistency in the metallic shades, but this is one of the ones that had like great payoff. So I'm just gonna pop this right in the center. So that looks nice. I think hopefully on camera you can see that there's enough variation. It's a little bit more blue toned. I actually kind of feel like I like the sequin formula better. All right, I wanna see if I can intensify that a little bit using some Fix Plus. So I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E54 medium sweeper. Pick up a little bit of that, tap it off, and then spritz it with Fix Plus, and just pat over top. It kind of liquefies it a little bit more. You can see there's like a little bit more of a like oil slick effect. Actually makes it look a little bit more cool toned as well. All right, I'm gonna move on to the lower lash line before we finish off the lid, because I do want to go in with a little bit of the glitter in the way that you guys suggested. For my waterline, I want to put something in there, but I don't want it to be too cool toned. So I think I'm going to use, this is like such a go-to eyeliner for me. Where the fuck is it? Fuck it. So you know what? I was going to use like a warm color, but I actually think I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath Blitz Blue PermaGel Ultra Glide eye pencil, which is a, it's got like a deep base, but it has like a kind of a royal blue. It's really pretty. So I'm going to drag this on my waterline and a little bit on my lash line. We're gonna do the sequin shade, and I'm gonna place that along my lower lash line, like kind of setting like into that blue. And for that, I'm gonna use my MAC 239S brush. I love how all of these look so dirty. So I'm focusing that on the tip of the brush, and then I'm gonna pat it kind of like into that liner. And then once I have it down, I'm gonna slowly blend it. This is tough, I need a mirror. We have so much fallout happening. I hope you guys know that. So I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit closer. I'm really nervous about this little spot right here because I have so much fallout there. Brushing it away might make me like ridiculously blue in that spot. And now I'm going to take, ooh, I need like a slightly bigger, smaller brush. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M507 brush. It's just like a really tiny blender, and I'm gonna pick up the transition shade, Soothe, that like warm brown. Really tap off my brush, and then I'm gonna use that to kind of like blend this area. So I'm running it like on the bottom of my eye bag. This might be too low for you guys. If it is, you know, just keep it a lot tighter. I really love to smoke this shit out. It just kind of creates like a little bit more depth and grounds the look a little more. All right, and before I clean up the rest of that, I'm going to use the glitter as a topper on my lid. So a lot of you guys were saying that Tati said the glitter would be perfect as a topper over top of like the metallic shade or the sequin shade to just kind of give it like a little bit more sparkle. So that's what I'm gonna be doing with the memory glitter. And I'm gonna be applying that with my finger. I'm gonna try to pick up a small amount, that much, and just tap it right in the center. That's really pretty. You can see how much of a difference it makes like over top. It kind of doesn't look like exactly like glitter. Like when you first look at it, it doesn't really look like glitter. It just kind of makes the metallic look like so metallic, you know? All right, guys, so this is the finished look before lashes or anything else. What do you think? All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I popped on, these are actually really fun. So these are the Velour Lashes in, I'm sorry, these are the Luxe Faux Mink lashes by Velour in the style Flawless. I don't know why I'm showing you the empty box. They're really like fabulous though, look at that. Fantastic, love them. I actually have a code with Velour so you can save some cash. I gotta look it up. The code is VLSXAlex, and I will put it somewhere and also link it down below, and it will save you guys 15% off. So if you are interested in checking out Velour Lashes, why is that so hard for me to say? Velour Lashes. Anyway, so they're in the style Flawless. They'll be linked down below, but they're so fabulous. And they're faux mink, which is nice. And then I just popped on the rest of my makeup. I'm wearing a Patrick Ta gloss. Fucking great. What's this called? She's Expensive. Oh, love the Patrick Ta glosses. Anyway, so this is the finished look. I love it so much. I feel like this is a fantastic, I feel like the Tati Beauty palette, honestly, is fantastic for New Year's Eve. Just saying, with the glitters. I haven't had like any fallout or anything. Let me look. Nope, I haven't had any escaped glitter since I just kind of like patted it on. A little update on my first video. I did have some escaped glitter throughout the day, but it really wasn't that much, which is surprising with a glitter. But yeah, it actually lasted like pretty damn well. So I do love this palette. I still think that it's pretty fantastic. I love the mattes. I think everything, like, basically my opinion maintains, although I have changed my opinion a bit about the sequins. I think they're really fantastic. No, I really don't have anything bad to say about this palette, honestly. Like, there's a little bit of repetitiveness, which I talked about in my first video, and if you haven't seen it, it'll be somewhere. But yeah, it's really fun, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I definitely do look at those formulas a little bit differently now, knowing like exactly, especially the sequin, now knowing exactly like how you're supposed to use it. So thank you for your suggestions. I hope you enjoyed my video using your suggestions, and let me know what you thought of this look. That's basically it, I guess. I kind of feel like I'm in like the 1800s with this like neckline. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your suggestions in the comments down below, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.